This is one of the awkward spots you can find yourself in if you blind the Sylas that early. It does restrict some of the champions from ever being picked, as it's just way too scary if the Sylas user would be able to get his hand on.
What I do like about it, the thing I like about this composition here that you can see on your screen for KT Rolster, is that you've got a lot of team fighting prowess from mid to early late game, I guess. With the fact that they do have the Lucian, who can be very strong, but they've also got heroic entrance on top of a slicing Maelstrom. So if they get their cannon into a decent flanking position, and we know that that's exactly what Smeb is good at. He's good at teleporting, he's good at getting to team fights at the right time. DAMWON give them the opportunity, could be very, very dangerous, and you'll need about 16 different Devours in order to get everyone out of trouble. Yep. I feel like Beryl is going to have a tough game here on the Tahm Kench. However, he's going to be instrumental on whether or not DAMWON win this one. Let's find out whether he can as we move into game one. You can hear, no surprise that KT has more fans, but you can imagine they're probably also more nervous. So we move into this one. Looks like Smeb will definitely be going towards the AP cannon route. He has the Aerie already picked up. It's a little bit too dangerous to go towards Kleptomancy against the Jace.
Margari's Jace at that.
Exactly.
Even though we haven't seen him as much in the second half of the Spring 2019 split, he is still one of the best top laners in Korea.
Absolutely. His laning phase is just second to none. See whether he can continue that one. Up against Cuvée and against Roach, it looked like it was easy mode for Nogari. He did get a whole lot of power picks as well. Didn't even look at the Kayle this time around.
I always die a little bit inside when I see Scorch picked up. I do have to point that out.
That's good. He's just doing everything that he can to get through the early game. Actually, if there's ever an argument in a laning phase, I think to take Scorch, it's probably against Jace, right? Because you basically just want to make it to late game and be okay. Therefore,
trying to punch back at him as much as you can.
Yeah. And I guess, you know, having a bit of like extra damage when you land a spell in lane is probably okay.
Well, so far in this game, the Lee Sin Canyon, he's on top of a ward. She should definitely know about. He's going to do red into left side Scuttlecrab. He wants to make sure that Jace is going to be on an island. And that's the whole purpose for this kind of a route. And maybe he'll just dip through mid lane as well, as Showmaker has the priority in mid. So he could easily go Scuttle to Scuttle. But it seems like he wants to get some intel for his team first and confirm that Rek'Sai did start in the blue side jungle.
And he definitely did. He's power farming. He's taken every camp over that side so far. It's just going to be Squall going from camp to camp by the looks of things. Chicken's going to go down next, moving into his red buff. We'll put him on bottom side of the map if he decides to go for the Krug camp. Red Pig's going out on the double scuttle take here for Canyon.
I really like what Gengo just did. He came up, he checked on where Lee Sin could possibly be, utilizing the priority in bottom lane and the pushing wave to get that intel for the team. And so, even though Lee Sin gets to do scuttle to scuttle, he will be behind a little bit in the rubber band camps, as all of Score's camps will respawn faster.
Way faster, because he's just been power farming this jungle. Going to be taking the red last, actually, to try and make it last for as long as possible. Potentially able to get some ganks off before, like he said, takes a rubber band back in. Winds of War flying out here on the bottom side. A priority definitely given over to KT. A little bit of a shame that it's this late, because that Rift Scuttler already went down in favor of Canyon. So we're probably just going to take this and then head back home again. As you can see, he's very, very low. No Brambleback's going to be killing anyone here today. It was at 48 health and then it was dead instead of 50 health and then 1 health, which was the Bad News Bears storyline.
Well, he's going to be recalling right now, pathing, as his Gromp and Wolves are about to be respawning. You can see the pings going down from Score.
Oh man, he's like, where is a camp for me to take?
He knows exactly where Canyon is going.
Oh yeah. Letting us know precisely where he is on this map, and is going to be correct doing so. No Ashe for him, so that's not because of a hawk shot or anything silly like that. Score wrapping around. We'll see whether he actually decides to challenge there on the top side for the Krug camp. He could decide to. His camps haven't come up just yet. See, I believe Agatha will be the first one that will respawn.
Score's actually going to get some really beautiful vision here on DAMWON very early on. This is a very rough situation right now for Nuguri, but playing it as Captain careful as he can.
Yep, and the tunnel is going to be seen there as well, so Nuguri knows exactly where Score is. Not going to be able to get any respite just yet, topside.
Everyone knows exactly where Score's pathing to as well.
But it doesn't mean that Canyon can actually get anything done off the back of that. So I guess it is probably okay, given the fact that he is sitting on top of a ward, wasn't actually able to clear out any of the vision there, top side of the map. As, yeah, Canyon's still just trying to do his best to get rid of this Krug camp. It's taking a while. The rubber band has come in, and Score will be looking towards level 5 or 6 before that one's cleared out yet again.
Score already in his right-hand side jungle. Also RNG'd like a king. As the right-hand side Scuttle Crab does spawn. I'm not sure where Silas's lane priority is at right now, but bottom definitely has prio. This can get very ugly for Canyon.
Well, you can see Score. He's got full rage. Snowflower's going to come by. Shout out to BBQ Oliver's there. He's picked the right skin. Chicken makes his way up. And that means that
this skin
Rolster gets it.
Reminds me of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Which one?
The movie? The movie, just the suit that he wears.
Yeah, it reminds
Leatherface?
That Galio skin reminds you of Leatherface? That's crazy.
Isn't it weird? I mean, you call me weird.
I'm calling you a bit weird. That's a bit weird.
That's
not what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a chicken. You know?
Why?
Foghorn Leghorn. Because he is a chicken.
Not a chicken.
Ah. I was wrong all along. That's where you got it. Aren't you don't you have to say that it's a chicken? Because of BBQ things?
I don't know.
Surely.
No.
Oh, you gotta have a look at your contract, my friend. You could be making huge mistakes here right now.
Well, Smeb is the one making a huge mistake as he takes a shock blast to the face.
When he was playing the game instead of King, is that when the mistake was made?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that that is often the mistake that people think they've made when they're up against Nuguri in lane. Because regardless of how many times he's died for First Blood, which has been 7, we saw that stat earlier on tonight.
That's going to be a turret.
It's just awful trying to deal with Nuguri. He's just too aggressive and too mechanically skilled at holding lanes where he wants them. And like you say, first tower plate does go down. BDD hijacked a mimicked LeBlanc spell. Not sure which one it was. See whether it is a distortion or not.
We've got a really exciting game on our hands here, Atlas, as 7.5 minutes.
Your sarcasm is palpable.
Just being sarcastic. No? We got a great game here.
All right.
Take a look. Ready? Silas is going to cast Q.
He did!
Am I a psychic or what?
Whoa, you're a psycho, dude.
Hold on. He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again.
Whoa.
Whoa!
But he didn't hit the LeBlanc with it.
All right.
What the heck was that? That was so cool.
He's going to recall now. Maybe. Probably not, actually. Just go and get some vision.
Did he just misfire the Mimic Distortion in like a weird way, or was it just having fun? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like he was trying to cycle ultimates or something like that. Hasn't picked up a new one just yet. The cooldown is not at tiny amounts this stage of the game. I love that Smeb always picks Karate Cannon, by the way.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a surgeon, Cannon. Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
I like Blood Moon Cannon.
Really?
Is that allowed in Pro Play?
Yeah.
Okay. Blood Moon Cannon, I think, is the best.
I think like new Pikachu Ken is also cool, but I like this one because he's so little.
So it's a cannon wave, which means that had Smeb allowed those spellcaster minions to live and just held them where they were in the lane, he could have guaranteed that all of them would live, and then Nuguri would not be able to get back in time to catch the cannon. But because Smeb is such a team player for DAMWON Gaming, he is managing to give Smeb the cannon minion, as you're going to see that it's not going to die to the turret, so fantastic lane manipulation. I'm being entirely sarcastic.
I know.
Okay.
I've learned enough.
All right, great.
And as we could see, the cannon was there. Nuguri was there as well. What it did do was give Score the opportunity to come in here and murder him. So getting First Blood, that makes it pretty much okay. Smeb and Score, the old man crew, getting things done on the top side of the map.
And Nuguri now without teleport, Cannon's going to be able to get a few plates up here in top lane. It does perplex me though. If you want to do that kind of a gank, why don't you just freeze? Makes it even easier.
You know, that's probably a good point. But maybe lull him into a false sense of security and then strike when he's least expecting it. I'm pulling out as many of my play-by-play
Trying to play devil's advocate.
yeah,
All right,
devil
I got
advocate moves that I possibly can, and I know I'm struggling a little bit here. But someone who isn't is B2D in a range versus melee matchup. He's having a really good time.
Oh!
Wow, Sonic Wave Steal out of Canyon. That's beautiful stuff.
You know, unrelated to the Red Steel, I saw the movie Us a couple
Yeah,
of
I
days ago.
still
Did
need
you?
to see it.
It's fantastic. Okay, I won't spoil it for you. I just can never look at Rek'Sai the same again.
All right. That's that's just really
So
confusing.
this is what's so bizarre, is they end up managing to set this gank up, but Nuguri should know that it's not a cannon wave. So for Cannon to be recalling at that point in time is a little bit peculiar when you know that he doesn't have teleport. And so it's surprising that Nuguri didn't check the brush with a shock blast, and instead made the mistake to walk up, and thus KT end up being rewarded.
There's something I have to admit right now. During that replay, I wasn't actually watching the play at all because the dragon was actually soaring around majestically in the distance. You know how he does before spawning?
Oh, before he spawned, yeah.
Yeah. That was,
you like that?
was actually a super cool. Yeah, so sorry I wasn't paying any attention whatsoever.
Okay.
I hope I wasn't the only one. Hope you guys didn't miss out on the cool dragon. Moving back here into this game, I don't think it's going to be too consequential. As you can see, Nuguri with still a lot of control up there towards the top side of the map, able to roam down here. Smeb is here as well. Score trying to get himself in position right now with Showmaker corralling a wave forward. Smeb's looking for a solo potentially, but the Void Rush comes in right at the end and Score grabs it. Snowflower even coming down with the heroic entrance. KT Rolster 2-0 at the start of this one.
And they found themselves here with a 1.3k gold lead. Barrel!
Oh, Snowflower still had the flash available. They wanted more from that one, though. As B2D wishes that everyone was around his lane when he had his hijack available. The kick would be much better than this Mimic Distortion. Most likely. Depends on whether you want a few extra dash tools.
Teleport being used by Nuguri. And there is quite a sizable minion wave. So it's not one that you can just let go and try to hold it for the Infernal, but this will mean that KT, they have teleport available for the Infernal Dragon.
Yeah, exactly. And they also have vision that's permanent here, as Scoodle Rivers was taken on the top side of the map. Shelly not going to be available here from DAMWON without KT knowing about it. They are going to come in here, though. You can see Nuguri force his way over, but Score is already in position. Cannon doesn't have ultimate. Showmaker has priority in mid lane, but the Silas should be able to get in here. They're waiting for B2D to get forward. Ghostborough going to come down.
Yeah, remember, Nuclear has teleport and Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
All right, a back's going to come in from B2D. He wants the teleport to get back in with full items. Immediately, he's going to channel it. I believe Shelly did go over to the side of DAMWON, but now KT are looking for the fight. The Rek'Sai very, very low. Abscond does land as B2D jumps over the wall. Gango gets in. 1 versus 5 and throws through the culling. That's just the passive of the LeBlanc, though, and DAMWON should be able to get out of here. And I also believe that they managed to pick up the Rift Herald as well, and Canyon, was able to secure it.
Canyon picked up the Rift Herald for his team, and that was a really close call for what otherwise could have potentially just been game-ending.
Yeah.
For DAMWON. And so KT now, they're trying their best to crash in this top wave. Cannon should be able to at least get one more play. We take a look at this replay. Ashe doesn't shoot the Enchanted Crystal Arrow from across the map, even though it should have a pretty easy time hitting from this area. Instead, elects to teleport in. They get the Rift Herald, but then everyone being really careful with their ability usage, not wanting to commit to the fight. DAMWON Gaming as well right here. You can see Nuclear refusing to use his ultimate, not wanting to potentially waste it for the upcoming dragon.
Well, Shelly gets thrown down in the mid lane, gets a few plates here as well for Showmaker. Certainly not bad. Good stun there coming in from Smeb. His ability to lane on, especially the AP cannon, has always been very impressive, but wasn't so much in his debut in 2019 on the champion. It's quite a depressing game if I remember correctly, but it was many moons ago. Smeb has had some time to recuperate. Kingan's been certainly the most used top laner for the last little while. Fairly even when it comes to tower plates, not a blowout or anything like that to DAMWON Gaming here, but grabbing Shelly and having her able to actually take those 3 plates in the mid lane is what's separating the two teams as far as gold is concerned in the plate regard. KT, clear out a control ward, and then just move in to take this Infernal Drake. But DAMWON want to fight for it. Gango's going to move on up. Control ward's going to be seen.
Oh, man.
Snowflower waiting, wants to get this taunt, but it only lands on the Tahm Kench. They still decide that he is going to be the target that they want. As the culling flies in, Greyhelp is eaten here by Beryl, but he's able to waddle his way out of here. He gets himself the kick, but hasn't actually thrown it in. Snowflower trying to keep everyone safe, keep everyone happy. Nogari's in the mid lane, though. He's going to be able to take down this turret, and you can see the dragon isn't even the priority here. Once again, you've got the taunt. It's going to land there onto Showmaker, who tries to get out. The knock-up's going to be good. They get deceived, but the Q's going to land. Beryl picks him up after the distortion, and Showmaker's even able to make it out.
And what a series of unfortunate events for both of these teams just unfolding.
Definitely a lemony snicket.
Yeah. KT now gonna pick up the Infernal Drake for themselves. 16 minutes here into the game. Cloud Drake will be coming next.
So still a good dragon to take, but having to sacrifice the outer mid lane turret to a Jace who gets solo gold for picking up that first turret. That is the bad news story, because what do we say about Jace? He needs to get ahead early. If he doesn't, he's going to be basically useless. If he does, he's a win condition moving into the late game. And when it's being piloted by Nogari, that makes it even more true on the win condition side of things. Smeb going to try and keep this turret alive. Should be able to do so, but at the moment struggling when it comes to actually clearing out the minions.
Nuclear trying his best to chip away at that bottom tier 1 turret. Smeb takes quite a bit of damage, and at this stage of the game, the top tier 1 turret probably should just be the focus for both parties. You're not going to have too many ways of getting it. Nuggery, I think, you want to talk about false security. This could be it, but he is playing Captain Careful right now, so.
Yep, he knows that they're getting pressure on the bottom side of the map. He's going to sacrifice that outer turret. That's going to go over to Smeb solely. DAMWON Gaming move their bottom lane forward. We're able to use their extra pressure and tempo to pick up this outer turret as well. So last remaining outer turret will be on the top side of the map. And will be a little bit more difficult to get that way back there, given the fact that they now are missing their outer turret top lane. But we talk about tempo, we talk about priority, and tempo is certainly in DAMWON's advantage, despite the fact that they haven't even got a kill so far yet today.
Yeah. Even gold at the top, and Infernal Drake on the side of KT will definitely help them in later stages.
Interesting to see where BDD goes with this build. He's decided to go with the Proto Belt, which was the first option on the Sylas, but I know there's been a bit of evolution when it comes to the Sylas build. What is your personal favorite at the moment, given the fact that we haven't seen Sylas for a couple of patches and he's been on a ban list most of this week?
Yeah, he does quite a bit of things still in the solo queue department. It depends where you end up seeing him. Tank Sylas still exists, Luden for Sylas still exists, so does Proto Belt. It's been a bit of everywhere. Also, Jungle Sylas
I've been seeing a bit of that.
A real thing.
I'm surprised we haven't seen any of the Jungle Urgot so far on 9.6 here in the LCK.
I'm just surprised we haven't seen Urgot in general.
Yeah.
He hasn't been banned or prioritized.
All around the world, I mean, we've been seeing teams flexing it between top and jungle very effectively.
You know what we have seen going down in popularity, though?
What's that?
Aatrox.
Yes, we have.
Finally, they're getting it through.
That's the only reason we kept you on the desk after that MVP vote, was because there were no Aatroxes in the game earlier on, so you weren't pre-triggered. You were just initially triggered. So if it was a double triggering situation, I would have just lost you. Would have been all over. Atlas solo cast incoming. BDD, Spidey senses were tingling as DAMWON was moving towards that top side. You can see now DAMWON, with all of the turrets that they've managed to take, have picked themselves up the gold advantage. As KT looking to try and siege on this mid lane. So far, it's been very ineffective though. As you can see, it's very full health. Score comes over, control ward goes down. KT should be able to get the inside track here on this outer turret bottom side of the map. Will be a trade, so once again, tempo is well and truly in the hand of DAMWON, because this tower is going to go down well before this outer on the bottom side. Definitely have to invest more resources into doing so. Means that the map suddenly gets far darker for KT Rolster around that Baron pit. With Baron spawning in 25 seconds, it is going to be somewhere that you're going to have to look out for, because we know that DAMWON's composition, it wants to hit hard, and it wants to hit hard pretty early.
Yeah. Gold score now slightly in favor of DAMWON, but again, still the Infernal Drake is retained. And with everyone waiting on their next item completions, Lucian waiting on the Black Cleaver, Rek'Sai as well, KT probably aren't going to be too keen on looking to fight actively, as a Clown Drake is the first one coming up of its type.
Yeah. No mountains this game. It's a
sad.
clowny, open, fiery kind of day to day.
Now remember, they evolve as they go for it. Goes Cloud, Clown. Or no, sorry, Cloud, and then Cloud for Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
that's
right.
the evolution
Yeah,
for that.
Is that the third or is that the second?
The third one.
Okay, I was gonna say the third one's pretty damn good. It's an underrated stat, definitely.
I haven't quite decided on the Ocean Dragon set though.
Well, I mean, does the third one even feel all that good?
I think it's open ocean.
Yeah.
I think that's the way
open,
that one
open
goes.
Ocean. Yeah. Wait, maybe it's open ocean and then Frank Ocean.
Oh.
Because he's very talented.
Okay, I like that. I can get behind that right now.
Well, can you get behind BDD? As he's coming in, looking for DAMWON Gaming. Half the health bar there on the Canyon, but Tom Kent's one hell of a champion. KT was looking to try and disrupt Noguri. Does have to use the flash to get out of the heroic entrance, and that could mean that this Cloud Drake will be going into the hands of KT. Control ward relatively ignored while they're just smashing this one down. They should be able to take it. Arrow is going to go straight through the middle. We're looking for the re-engage. Smeb dives in. Massive damage on the backline. Slicing Maelstrom hits just about everyone as the blue buff is helping out as well. Showmaker's out of the fight. BDD's dancing around. Noguri gets a double kill, but is shut down. And it's all about Smeb this game.
And now with 3 members remaining, one of which is the AD carry, they're going to be able to definitely raise some turrets here in mid lane. Teleport available on Nuclear and Nuggery, but doesn't really matter. Death timers still going on. And that was the closest thing to an ace. LeBlanc lived with a sliver of HP.
The Blue Sentinel let KT down,
yeah.
Unfortunately. Didn't actually thwack her on the way past.
Didn't actually get that mid-tier 1 turret, but they ended up winning the Clown Drake. We take another quick look at this. Nuclear trying to get himself a job in the NFL, but Smeb doing him one better with a magnificent slicing Maelstrom, unable to get Showmaker right at the very end there. Another auto attack would have done it. Right here, BDD going back in onto Nuggery.
It's one of those situations where if the Devour gets used on anyone other than Nuclear, he's just dead.
They're just calling out the champions' names, who they wanted to get there.
Yep, a lot of Nisu in there as well.
Yeah.
A lot of congratulations to Smeb. It's just so exciting.
Oh.
Having this guy back here. He does a fair bit of damage in the team fight. That's
yeah.
roughly
BDD
double.
BDD did quite a lot there. Silas is helping. So
yeah. If only you could steal his own team's ultimates. That would be the dream.
That would be good.
Yeah, not a capability that he has.
What someone pointed out, I think I saw it in a Reddit thread. Why doesn't Nico have Silas's ultimate? That would make more sense.
It would make more sense.
And then Nico has Silas, or
Silas has Nico's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you'd have to rename it. I don't think Silas having a Pop Blossom necessarily feels like it's got the right vibe when everything else is something to do with a chain.
Okay. Oh God.
It just doesn't feel right, thematically.
All right.
So, I mean, I guess mechanics-wise, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. But I am just thinking about Nico that can steal ultimates, and it actually just sounds absolutely awful. If you think about like the fact that AD carry Nico can get basically any ultimate she wants, there are some options there that just feel like they shouldn't exist. Use self-ult as Lysandra. That doesn't sound good.
Nuggery.
Gonna get looked at here from Score. Score doesn't unbarrow early, and look at the damage that Smeb has right now. Abyssal Voyage or no, that is a very dead Jace, and this is what happens if DAMWON find themselves in a losing scenario. The memo never goes to Noguri. He never sees it. No one ever tells him that they're behind, and he keeps blind pushing. Well,
they end up wasting the Abyssal Voyage in efforts to watch him go down. So that was definitely a front row seat as Nuclear
gets devoured. Slicing Maelstrom does come in though. The kick has to be invested and Barrel's still going to go down. The heroic entrance was in great position and KT are team fighting so well. Even Score was able to get an assist on that one with a Prey Seeker, I believe. And finally, the outer turret goes down. Wow. You can see that KT, they want this win so incredibly badly.
This is KT here with the lead at 25 minutes. Cloud Dragon coming up next. We take another look at what ended up happening here. Nuclear doesn't even bother trying to ult. Even at the very end there, he still didn't. The stun would have been very short, but still.
And a lot of people underneath the turret as well. I just really like how they call it Kenshi.
Tower. Yeah, turret. I don't know why I was saying that in Korean.
I was actually really confused. I'm like, wait, am I listening to G-Sun in my ear or am I listening to LS? I'm really confused.
Potop.
Okay.
There's the Korean lesson of the day. Potop means turret.
Potop. Okay.
Potop.
All right, nice. I always thought they were saying pro-top.
Nope. Not what they were saying.
We got two pro.
Oh, you thought your teammates when they were talking to you in solo queue, they're like pro top.
Like, no, I definitely didn't make that mistake.
Yeah, I am keen on my off day.
Thankfully, I was born with a little bit more self-awareness. We're okay. Well, actually, no, I learned that self-awareness. That's not something you get born with. Speedy, he finally found an ultimate that's good. He nailed it. Dragon Rage ain't too bad.
Oh, that's a scary one as well.
Yep. Shanna Crystal is a good one. You can see he's lining it up. Looking for the fight here. Great knock up though as Canyon. He's going to burn to death in the belly of the beast. BDD teleports in, lands the arrow onto Nuclear as Beryl uses the Grey Health to keep him alive, but the flash is held onto for so long. Smeb will find Noguri, who does have himself the Hex Drinker to keep himself alive. As Showmaker does have a distortion to go back to, but doesn't land the chain on anything other than a minion. And KT once again walk away with a kill.
Yeah, KT turned their attention to the Cloud Drake. And will they roll the third one of the game?
Yeah, will we actually get Cloud from Final Fantasy VII? We won't. We'll get an Infernal, and they'll definitely take that one. Double Infernal, double Cloud feels real nice.
Charmeleon is going to be hitting the Rift.
I would say Charizard because, you know,
Charizard's
the Cloud.
The third one.
Oh,
Atlas.
that's
Come
just.
on.
But I'm thinking if you pair it with Cloud Drakes, then, you know, you're like in the sky, so therefore it could be Moltres.
You know who was in the sky? BDD after Nuguri hit him.
Yeah.
As he was trying to run away.
He probably did more than 350 damage.
That was a replay, by the way. We didn't.
Yeah, no, people saw it.
Yeah, people saw it. Yeah.
Was there anything you wanted to analyze? No? Good. We can go back. We can still just have a chat.
I mean, what do we call the dragon?
Well, I mean, let's talk about his team fight first. But that's a great double taunt after the flash in from Snowflower. He's taking a lot of damage, but once again, Smeb finds the back line. He has a magnet, a direct access path every time. And the double kill comes in. DAMWON now trying to scatter, trying to get the hell out of this. They want out of this series. And they want no more of this Smeb cannon. He is destroying them.
And Canyon's going to end up going down
He's defecting.
here.
He wants out. He wants to go back. He wants to be on KT's side. He's like, Score, I hear you need to go to the army soon. Like, come on, guys, will you have me? Your top lane is really good. He doesn't overextend.
Well, now they're going to turn their attention to Baron, and if they end up getting that, I think that's going to be all that she wrote for DAMWON Gaming, as their team composition is ultimately a pick comp.
Yep, and ultimately, that is a very dead LeBlanc as well as, okay, Showmaker is going to flash, distort again, arrow, flying in, is going to land onto Gango, but Noguri going to have to boot back the Gargoyle, they're going to dive onto the Jace, another arrow comes in immediately, it finds the Tahm Kench is now Nuclear, getting a lot of damage done here on the sidelines, the cannon is going to go down, but look at this, he's at full health and he does so much damage, exactly right, double kill comes in from the Ashe, and KT are routed at the Baron pit. It's a disaster.
There was no jungler.
All right, Void Rush.
Side.
That got nerfed, but not that much, Showmaker. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Now they're going to be the ones trying to three-man this Baron. No Mountain Drake.
No, Teleport is going to come in on top of this tunnel.
Lucian has culling.
Yeah. He's going to throw it into this
Oh,
pit.
it's whipping.
Yeah, and I feel like DWGG have actually tried to one-up KT here. It is a 2 versus 3,
man.
but at the moment it feels
No
a little
smite.
bit... Yeah, we're going for a 50-50. His Score's looking to get in. Oh, he doesn't have the smite even available. Thought you were talking about Canyon there, but no chance. And that is just Baron taken under the noses of KT.
And I mean, it doesn't get much more KT than this.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick look at this replay here. Nuclear just gets eviscerated at the start of the fight, trying to be brought to safety, but it doesn't matter as Smeb locking everyone up. He was the sheriff of this town inside of this team fight. Canyon just barely managing to escape here. And then right here, there's no smite on the side of DAMWON. And yet they elect not to burst down the Baron and sacrifice one of their members. It would have been all too easy for Snowflower to hold the other members at bay with his taunt and get through the remaining HP of the Baron, which would have been infinitely more important, but...
Yeah, and then no one was on the same page as Snowflower.
Yeah.
He got into taunt range, but no one was there to follow up. That could have been an instant kill on that Ashe.
Now the scary thing is that DAMWON Gaming, they're going to have this Baron buff persist through.
And Nuclear has an Infinity Edge and a Hex Drinker on top of the first 2 items that he's already put together. This Ashe is a gigantic force on this map out of nowhere because he got the shutdown gold onto Smeb. A gigantic gold injection coming into the Ashe, and now he needs to be feared as well as the Cannon.
This is really scary right now. Cannon waiting on the death cap as his 4th item.
He already has a heck of a lot of damage.
Oh man, they're looking for a pick here.
Yep, Shane is going to check the barrage.
Whoa!
Snowflower gets the taunt, but once again, a little bit of a disconnect between KT's support and the rest of their players. Nogari's going to crash this wave onto the bottom side. BDD able to tank up a bit of damage. But right now, it feels like things have started to go awry in the KT camp. DWG have kept their heads pretty level, even though things were going badly. We're going to need Smeb to show us some more of these amazing flanks if KT is going to find another way to take this game back.
10 seconds now until the Infernal Drake will spawn on the map. Showmaker all the way up there in top lane, not quite sure what he's doing there.
Well, we're going to teleport come in
TP.
here. Acceleration gate does come down. That's an Abyssal Voyage to get Beryl into position to help Nogari out.
Why was Showmaker just top when an Infernal Drake's spawning? And now DAMWON Gamers are going to be the ones in an awkward position. Showmaker's finally here, but that doesn't matter.
That was very close to that abscond landing. Thankfully, Safeguard was available. Showmaker does come down like you say.
That's
Arrow
really
is
nice
going to
arrow.
land, but immediately Canyon gets taken down. Smeb goes into his stopwatch. Snowflower finds 2, but immediately goes down. The cannon has also been evaporated as Gango. He can't get into this fight anymore. BDD throws his life away, and KT feels like it was going so well in the early game, and now hell in a handbasket.
That's going to be DAMWON picking up the Infernal Drake. Elder will spawn next, and it feels like this game has just flipped completely on its head. The primary carries, they have the resistances. Now, the Cannon Engage is going to be a lot weaker the next time around, as Canyon, he gets popped right at the beginning, but the AoE damage coming out for DAMWON Gaming is just stellar.
Yeah.
BDD can't really do much right at the very end there at double kill going over to Nuclear. And now at this point in the game, LeBlanc almost has her death cap. Edge of Night completed for Nuggery along with the Maw of Malmortius. Guardian Angel going to be the next item for Canyon. And you have to wonder what kind of a dream scenario has to occur for KT. They will have all of their summoners up.
And they do have a death cap finally completed for Smeb as well. So he's doing so much damage. Doesn't, I believe, does he have the Zhonya's? He does have the Zhonya's completed as well. That's on cooldown for the moment. See what he's going to finish off as his final item. I think Banshee Veil sounds like a pretty good idea, as he's been hit by a couple of sneaky arrows that have threaded their way through. Slicing Maelstrom does one hell of a lot of damage, as we're having a bit of a look on how busted this cannon is at this point in time. Still has room for one more item. And of course, Nogari's almost flamerizing it. Just Nogari things.
It's not Flame, but...
No, but he's his sub.
Yeah.
Which is why we're allowed to talk about it.
like that.
Yep, DAMWON waiting for another Baron to spawn. It is going to be up in about a minute and 10 seconds. We will rotate. He's going to try and put pressure on in mid lane. As, Ash Arrow has been picked up here by BDD. Doesn't immediately throw it out or anything like that. Good damage there on the Showmaker. The Nuclear is the target. That's why Beryl is sticking to him like glue. Needs to make sure that he's always in Devour range on this Ashe because KT will pounce. If they ever have the opportunity, Gango really needs some more crit in this build.
And I gotta point out that he has the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but he only has about 230 AP right now inside of his build. He's gone for a very utility kind of Sylas.
Yeah.
And so the arrow does hurt, but it's not the end of the world.
No, it's mostly going to be used for the stun, right? Like,
yeah.
And the engage potential. BDD. He's going to go back to see whether Void Staff is actually completed yet. No, it's actually going to be the Morellonomicon, so not even going for that one. Thought that the Amp Tome, the blasting one, were going to be that item, but not going to happen. Decent spike though, because that will mean 30% from these items alone as far as cooldown reduction is concerned. Sylas absolutely loves the CDR. And I believe if he's got the runes, he should have 40%. DAMWON moving down. They're just wanting to catch Noguri and Trent.
Yeah, trying to stay to far enough distance. Oh man.
Yep, Arrow's going to fly forward, lands, and does a whole lot of damage onto Showmaker, but that's another phenomenal Devour. And KT just can't find a pick.
They can't get one in Noguri now. Down in bottom lane, threatening inhibitor.
Yep, Smed's going to get down there to try and get to him, and that means that they don't have the cannon, so they can't fight around this Baron.
Can't make up his mind, and now without the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, the Sylas is definitely looking a lot worse.
Yeah, wants to get himself a kick now, you could imagine.
A little bit perplexed.
Cooldown on that one's a bad move.
I saw that he had the Blasting Wand, and he had the Amplifying Tome.
Yeah,
right.
I thought it was going to be a Void Staff.
I thought it was going to be a Void Staff as well, which you might think, okay, that's a pretty good choice. They have Murktread, they have Malmortius on their team. Instead, we get a Morellonomicon. So, if you just have the Oblivion one, you basically get everything that Morello gives you, except you don't have to invest another 1,400 gold because there's no lifesteal present. Really on the side of DAMWON Gaming. It's not like there's a Vladimir on the enemy team that you have to worry about. No Soraka. And so, a little bit of a itemization blunder here out of BDD.
Actually, I would have really liked the Void Staff as well, just because you have so many different ratios coming out, because your passive is another one, right? You want to be doing as much as possible, and as soon as you've got like that many different options for magic damage, it's when the magic pen becomes a lot more important. He will eventually pick it up, but I'm on your side. I thought that was definitely going to be the option. Smeb getting into flanking position.
Elder Dragon now is up. No mountains though, so it's not like someone can just decide to one-man it.
Oh, good vision here. It's available for DAMWON. They know the Snowflower sitting on top of that ward. And KT unable to lock that one down. Control ward in the pit for both teams as far as that Baron.
Smeb right now.
Yeah, he's been waiting, and he's doing his best C's impression. Just waiting in this brush as long as he can. Showmaker's going to check him. Finds the cannon. Smeb. Hey, oh, good! Is going to keep himself alive, and that's the pickup that KT were looking for. Noguri, he's going to get devoured, and now the Ashe could be in potential trouble. The flash has to be used, though, as Gango gets out, but not far enough. The volley catches him on the back end. Smeb has teleport available. He's got his health bar back as well.
Now, will DAMWON turn their attention to the Elder Dragon? I really love this game. Both of these teams, professional baseball teams.
Backwards and forwards, we're playing some ping pong here today as DAMWON are looking for the Elder Drake. They should be able to take him down. Nuclear, if he even looks at these buffs, he just does so much damage. That's going to be taken. Score is looking to try and get a miracle steal, but he can't even get towards the pit in time. And KT caught napping. We'll lose the Elder. Reset now being opted in for as Canyon.
This is Canyon's redemption arc.
Yeah. KT just didn't expect them to go towards the Elder without having a smite available.
And they're not even going to try to do the Baron.
They're going to use the 2-0 strategy.
I like this. I am a fan of it. We'll see how it works out, Alex.
Yeah, let's see how it pays off.
So Smab doing a fantastic juke there with the Proto Belt right at the very end. Canyon feeling a little bit flustered by it.
Yeah.
Wanted to just get completely deleted. And then Gengo, not really quite sure where he was going. Tries to flash away, but it doesn't really matter. He gets picked up right at the very end. Turns out Infernal Dragon. It's a pretty cool thing.
That's a decent taunt there as another Devourer is used onto Nogari. Teleport to come in here though from Smeb as Canyon tries to get the kickback. BDD dives forward and so does Smeb. So much damage into the back line, but he can't get onto the carries. They do finish off Gango and it's trying to get turned around. Score is huge. Does manage to kill the Ashe now as Smeb is in. The Q misses. BDD survives and gets out of the way of the Shock Blast. As Score goes golden, Q's gonna land, but it doesn't even matter as Showmaker finishes off the Rek'Sai. It's not over yet though, as it's both Silas and Cannon still alive for KT.
Smeb is trying so hard right now to keep this game alive.
He's like, guys, stay in the backpack.
Yeah. 3 of the members right now for DAMWON are still alive. We'll take another quick look at this fight. Gengo goes forward, gets hit by the chain. Transcriptional Arrow comes out onto Snowflower. Doesn't really do all of that much. Snowflower managed to get back into safety, but then Canyon kicking Score around. It wasn't until Smeb gets back into this fight, but then at this point, DAMWON Gaming just had too many of their primary members still alive.
Yeah.
Managed to take down Score right at the very end, and as we're seeing in the live cam, DAMWON now pick up the Baron for themselves.
Yep, they're going to transition that into the Baron, and Smeb just explodes. Showmaker, right place, right time. Kenny, well dead.
It's a pretty good South Park impression.
Yeah. Smeb is one death away from being a bigger aeroplane, but that's not actually going to help them. As we found out in our previous series of the night, being an aeroplane generally heads you over towards relegations.
Well, not sure what... Did he just buy a red potion? Okay, he did, but then he sold it for control words. Or he undid.
Okay.
Because you need a red potion here, 41. Yeah, very important.
Who are we talking about?
BDD.
Ah, okay.
He
needs a voice. He needs to hold on to all the money you can get.
I think he needs some more lifesteal items.
Or more Grievous Wounds items.
Lifeline items, I'm sorry.
Ah, yes. That's true. He has done this game.
He has not, and I think that's why they're losing.
What the heck? Your first item on the Silas should be a Phantom Dancer.
Yeah.
Oh well. There's where it all went wrong. There's BD looking for an Abyssal Voyage. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, DAMWON Gaming now barreling down mid.
That does mean that BDD and Smeb can get themselves into good positions without wards to get flanks off. At the moment, they're not looking for flanks because DAMWON are 4-1ing them so incredibly hard. Now the Abyssal Voyage is going to come in. Beryl, can he save Nuclear from this one is the question. It's not going to work, and Smeb pulls the trigger on the Slicing Maelstrom, but Beryl had flash. He just gets out. Arrow's going to land, but it's going to be onto the Gargoyle again. And Showmaker on the backline. Smeb's looking for him. They dive on in, but Gango's been singled out. He'll get taken down, and Nogari's at full health. Score's looking for more. Showmaker, he gets back his Banshee's Veil and is going to survive somehow, diving around the fight. Canyon's going to fall, but I don't think it even matters at this point because Nogari, no mana, but full health, and should just be able to get Smeb the hell out of here, and the base will be destroyed.
Yeah, Smeb is running as far back as he can. He's just being chased by a guy in a white trench coat, not really sure what a storyline that is, but that is going to be the Nexus falling here in game number 1.
Stolen out of the jaws of defeat here by DAMWON Gaming. So many times Smeb found the flanks that he needed. Oh, but so many times in the later stages of the game, he was denied.
Yeah.
And, oh man. It went from...
The replay here. This was a very bizarre Abyssal Voyage. If everyone was just ready to pull the trigger, why do you do it so far off to the point where Smeb has to go on a mini detour before he can actually end up engaging?
Well, actually, I think based on most of the plays in the later stages of the game, it's a crime if Beryl doesn't get the MVP. Absolutely. That's the Reddit thread I'm gonna make.
Barrel actually did do the best. Why are you saying this? Maybe whoever votes on MVP is listening.
Maybe.
Come on. You're gonna learn here, Atlas, that has to go over to Nuggery. Nuggery or Canyon? Those are my votes.
Nuggery or Canyon?
Yeah.
All right. You're just gonna continue doing that, are you, Alice? We're not gonna see any real guesses? No. Not gonna see anything real.
Well, it should be Barrel.
Yeah, absolutely.
It should.
Absolutely. The guy was amazing. I think Nuclear played very well as well, so I'm okay if he picks that one up and he was, I guess, more flashy because he
either
got
one
more
of those
damage down. But we're going to have a look at the stats here, and if you're a Smeb fan, you're going to be depressed. That's my warning to you, because the numbers are going to be really, really big. And KT still lost. There we go.
Yeah. Almost
the
most
highest damage in the game. But damn. Nuclear and Noguri did a hell of a lot of damage. I'm surprised Noguri did that much, to be perfectly honest.
I'm actually surprised that Barrel did as low as he did. 2.2. Well, he was
busy hugging
he was
carries.
on Devour duty, but even still, I would have expected a little bit of a higher number on the Tom Kent there, as there's a lot of melee champions.
And I think that 20.4k that was done by Gengo was done in the first 30 minutes, and approximately 0 happened towards the end of that game. So, pretty sad. They have KT Rolster. They're still looking for that 2-1 victory to try and get themselves over the line. We'll see whether they can do it in game number 2. We'll be after a short break. We'll then find out who did pick up that MVP. Stay tuned.